Hey guys, I'm Dr. Sebastian. I'm going to take you through a movement flow today for back discomfort that tends to work with a lot of patients and people that I see. Now, I personally had back issues as well, which, by the way, I will take you through these because I've done them before. Okay, I know that they work, and they've worked for me, and they've worked for a lot of people. So all you're going to need is a band right here. A kettlebell is nice, but it's not needed on everybody. So the first thing we're going to do is just a simple bridge hold. And I'm not even looking for actually your hips to get up off the ground. I'm looking for you to actually just hold and tear the band apart. Now, obviously, if you're having back problems, then you should go be seen by somebody because it could be a lot of different things. Now, this band right here, it's not that heavy for me, but the thing is that over time, it's going to wear me down. So all I'm doing is leaving the hips right on the ground right here, and I'm just trying to break the band apart, okay? And I can seesaw it, just seesaw it. And a lot of times people say, well, I don't have any time to do anything for my back or my hips or anything like that. I can't do the rehab. And the fact of the matter is, you can do this in bed while washing last, okay? You just hold it there, and it's starting to get me a little bit now. You should feel it down here. And the great thing is that when people walk in with back pain that they can't well, they barely walk in, when they have problems with their back and they can't walk, a lot of times they do this simple exercise, and it gives them life again. For about 5 to 10 minutes, they can walk again. It's amazing. So, the next thing to address here, this is the reason why the kettlebell is here, is because if my rib is coming up, I'm also losing a lot of the ability to use the hips well, or use the glutes well. Ooh, this thing's starting to get me now. Juicing me up. So you can take a kettlebell and place it right on your belly. And all this is going to do is going to make you feel that, holy crap, this kettlebell is going to start pushing through my body. It's going to smash me. So as you can see, my ribs are still exposed. Now, my job is just to push it away, okay? Push the kettlebell away and keep trying to bend or break the band. Seesaw it, okay? I feel this just cooking right here. It should get to the point where it's really, really starting to burn in a good way, not a burning pain. Obviously, when I'm talking, I'm losing this, okay? So when you're doing it, don't talk or even emphasize that and push this thing through your belly. Your belly won't let it lose. The belly won't lose, okay? Once that is significantly juiced up, then we're going to take that thing off immediately, and we're going to go into a 90-90 position, or what we call a 90-90 shin box. Okay? The reason you call it 90-90 is because 90-90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. 90's all over the place. So all we're going to do is just basically it's going to float into this position here. If you can get your shin straight, amazing. Now, we don't stay nice and tall with the spine, and I'll spin just so you can see. Is I'm just going to lean down the way, or if you have a belt buckle right here, I'm going to try to almost put my belt buckle to my thigh. We're not trying to stretch anything, we're just trying to load into this hip right there, okay? Use your fingertips to balance, keep nice and tall, and look out that way, because if you don't, you're going to start rounding. And a lot of times rounding at the spine is what triggers people's problems. And again, this will probably work with people who are a little bit more chronic or subacute in their condition. The acute ones won't be able to do this, they got to do other things. So you're going to hold it, and then I want you to press into the ground here, and eventually try to hold yourself up. Once you've had significant juiceness of that hip, change sides, same thing, lean in. Okay? Notice I'm looking down again, so I'm probably rounding, so we want to pick that thing up and check it out. It's like you're sitting out in the grass and you see a chick way on the other side, and you're like, hey chick, what's up? I want you to see the shin box I'm doing, it's really cool. Watch me, watch me, watch me. Right? So you need to make sure to lock eyes with them. You don't want to look down, low self-confidence. So load that hip in there. There shouldn't be a pinch in the front. If there is, then you got a problem, and that's a different problem. So make sure that you've addressed that. Now, next I like to go into is a bird dog. A bird dog is really well studied, and it has a lot of benefits with back conditions. So drive the heel long. One thing that you might find useful, see that heel on the wall right there? I'm literally going to try to dent the wall right now. And my cheek right here should just be lighting up. A lot of times people are a little too passive on this, and the whole point is to get this cheek involved. All three of these we're getting the cheek involved. Now I'm going to take a walnut here, I'm going to break it. Hold for 5 to 10. Slowly return. You got 4 twister spots, hit them every time. Drive. Break the wall, break the walnut. Dent the wall, dent the wall, dent the wall. Break the nut, break the nut. Now, if you notice, my back is completely flat with this. You could balance 3 cups of wine on my back. It's not going anywhere. And you should be able to have that same respect when you go down and try to move down towards the twister spots again, okay? So we're gonna do this until you feel pretty much gassed out, and the cheeks should be pretty tired at the end of this. Obviously, if any of these triggered you, then you got a different problem, okay? The thing is that everybody is a little different in how their back responds. Sometimes people have different problems, like the back's a problem plus the hip. So everyone's a little bit different. Out of breath here. So if you like this, please thumbs up it and share with a friend. Share with a friend or a spouse or a wife who's having back issues or back discomfort and has basically given up on doing anything about it. Now, I wrote an entire book about how to get into a winning mindset for physical recovery. And all it targets is it kind of tells my story about back pain and how I overcame it. A couple things I use, but for the most part, just some mental tools or some mental exercises you can do to kind of get through that. It breaks a lot of the barriers of these false beliefs a lot of people have, like I'm too old to feel like I have a good back, I have a weak back, my dad has back pain, my MRI shows that I have X, Y, and Z, so it's destined to hurt forever. These are very disabling belief systems, and so we go through a lot of the research on that, and I explain it in a very simple way so you guys can start believing that you can get better and your body's very resilient. Now, if you're interested in that, there's a link below. Check it out. Remember, get checked out by a doctor as well, but you have to get in that winning mindset before you actually start to get better. So let me walk you through that, and let's get through this. Get it for your husband and wife.